Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Um, as you can see today, I didn't play any music because last week I was trying to play some music through my Amazon music account, and I think somehow YouTube detected some copyright, and it's actually deleted my session. Luckily, I have my Instagram that recorded. So regardless, if you somehow um, something lost in my YouTube, you can go to my Instagram. It's QT_USA to replay the session. So today's theme is yoga for post workout. So I just did some weightlifting training with some little bit lighter weight today because I wanted to hit my cardio. I was kind of sweaty, as you could see. So, but I do need some yoga in order to stretch. So it's a reminder that, as always, this is from my experience. Before you work out, you make sure you have to use some warm up, and even after workout, you need some stretches that would release some of the tension that you put on your muscles, and it could help you recover really quickly and also prevent you from having some post pain um, you know for the next training. So anyway, as you can see, my setup a little bit different today. I would use the wall to do the flow today. And if you have a chair, grab it out as like a foldable chair. I just got the workout bench. I'm so excited. It has some problem with the screws and stuff, so I spent like pretty much a little bit over an hour trying to get all the screws in, but it's another story. But I would use this bench just more like restorative workout, like restorative poses after the flow. Option, you can have the chair. If not, you don't have to use it. You can use the wall as well for alternative approach. Anyway, so since it is the post workout, so supposedly you already done with your workout. Any workout, weightlifting, running, or just like an aerobic kind of exercise, you want your body kind of like cool down, and you want all the muscles actually release all the tension on so on the joints and on the ligaments. So we're gonna start with a chai pose. So make sure right here, let me turn the camera. The reason I'm using the wall because you're gonna start to put your feet kind of against the wall and try to push your body back through the feet. That will create a little bit more stretch and kind of like a leverage for you to reach out a little bit further to stretch. So let's do with the chai pose. It depending on how your hips feel like today. So if you feel like you want to release some tension on your hips, then just make your thing a little bit wider, and you're just gonna crawl it out right here and just sink it down. So try to push your feet back to the wall, and we're just gonna sink down to the chai pose for a moment. Again, try to crawl your fingers out a little bit more to achieve the stretch. So let me go down here. You can see, just stretch it out. Sink your butt down. Let's do 5 breaths in this child pose. Inhale in through the nostril and exhale out through the mouth. And rock back to the tabletop. Again, still keep your feet, your heels against the wall. This idea is you stretching all your toes without actually putting any tension on your toes, and also it helps to stretch your calves as well. So from here, we're gonna rock back, kind of like imagine you're gonna sit, try to get your butt closer to the wall, and then rock back out to the tabletop. Try to engage your core. I know it's the post-workout, but don't ignore or neglect your core whenever you do any stretches or anything. It would help like remind your brain that I'm doing some stretches or some workout right here. And then from here, we're gonna kind of like push ourselves up a little bit, the heels still on the wall, and then go down to the mat. Let's do 1, 2, stretch it out, and 3. And then go up, just stretch out so much right here. Push down through your mat and push down through your heels to the wall. Suck it in, and then start walking out. So when you walk it out, make sure your heels still flushing, flushing to the edge of the wall. With that way, you're gonna try to push back. You can feel your heels touching the wall a little bit more, and you can sink more. But this way, you start to stretch your spine and some of your calves. It's kind of like a whole body stretch. If you notice, if you feel too much tension, you can slightly bend the knee, but still push back. Get your hips back to the wall. And then slowly stretch it out from here. Now, we're going to lift up the right, so kind of touch the wall a little bit, and then shoot it out. And then just move slowly with intention. I'm going to do 3 right here. You don't have to engage too much core, but still keep your core intact. Engage. And then you're going to step out to the lizard. And make sure your left heel still flushing with the wall right here. We're gonna bend. And then I'm gonna shift forward to the tiptoe. This time your heel gonna be out. I'm gonna hang here at the lizard pose for 5 breaths. You can lift up your right hand, make sure push down through the mat. Engage a little bit more core right here, but at the same time stretch your side. Now I'm gonna go down, heels down. Use your right hand, span it out, and then you can look back. If you want to stretch more, you're gonna lift up. Ooh. If you have a cramp right here, lift up your left leg, and then sink back and twist a little bit more, opening up your hips. Make sure you don't collapse your shoulders. So just press down to the mat, release it out, back to the lizard. So all hands in one side. And then we're going to step back to the downward facing, flushing the hands to the wall. Let me push this thing out a little bit. So you can have a better view. Get the other side. Lift up the left leg. Touch the wall. Shoot it parallel. Kind of like knee to nose. And then 2, 1, 2, 3. Moving your hips a little bit right here. Last one. And then shoot back and then step to the side. These are pose right here. Pose right here. 5 breaths. Sink down. You can bounce just to stretch out. And then from here, you can lift up your left hand. Make sure your knee is actually aligned with your ankle. Then get your knee down, right knee down. You can flex the toe or not, it's up to you. You can use your left hand and span out your hips and look back. Or if you want more stretch, a little bit go deeper, holding on to your right foot and look back. Ooh. You can feel the stretch gonna come from the hips to your right hips to your right thigh. Release it out. Kick up and back to downward facing. Right here. Just hold for a moment. This time we're gonna shift forward. Kind of like high plank. If you see too much, you can go down to the tabletop. What we're gonna do is from here, then just circle your hips one way. If you down to the mat, circling it one way. Kind of do 5 times. Make sure your plank, and then circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then back to that we're facing. Catch the breath and then shift back to plank the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shift back to downward facing. Now you can repeat that thing, or it can be in the tabletop, and we can hold on a minute. I'm sorry, guys. I was not actually live. Okay, I'm not live right here on the Instagram. Anyway, so back to here. And then tabletop. You can go, or you can go to plank, repeat that what I show you, and then do the circle or down. And then we're gonna circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch leg. Either way, what direction, make sure to go back to the opposite. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to that facing. Again, make sure your heels flush into the wall. Okay, and then right here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna walk and so back a little bit, and then keep walking to the point that your butt like touching to the wall. This time you're stretching actually your legs in a supportive way. If you have like a chair or so, I have a bench right here. You actually can flush it and then hang on to it. So this way you feel it's like a 90 degrees. It's kind of restorative of stretch. So make sure push back to your heels. Engage your core. Don't collapse it down. Just engage it. You will feel the stretch from your hamstring to the spine. And then you don't have the chair or anything, again, you walk back and just hold on to it. If you have a stack of book as well, it can elevate you to 90 degrees. If not, 45 is fine as well. Now walk back out again. Sink down to the child pose right here. And then again, I'm gonna move. It's lift up to the right, touch the wall. And then this time we're gonna step between the hands. Make sure your heels still flushing shit to the wall. You can narrow down your stand a little bit and use the core. We're gonna go up. I'm gonna straighten now the leg. And then I'm gonna kind of like shorten my stand a bit. What I'm gonna do is, this is called pyramid pose. So make sure to push your hips back. And then, so the wall really help with your heel because it will remind you that you need to push your heels back to the wall. And then just kind of sink down. Now, since it's post-workout, we don't want to engage more core as much as we wanted to because our body is a little bit exhausted. But again, if you want a little bit more engaging, you can do like a reverse prayer. And then you can just kind of sink down. If you think it's too much for you today, just kind of bow down. And make sure again, heels to heels like a train track. If you can see right here, your left foot is a little bit 45 degrees. So for yoga, it's really cool that you can take it really like a restorative, or you can take it more like a workout. So from here, since we want restorative, just sink it down, but make sure you push your hips back. Your belly kind of like on your right thigh. And then just sink it down. You can look through your belly button. Hold on to it. And then from here, we're gonna come out. So either you can go straight or you can bend and go straight up. Right here, we do is warrior one. So from train track of pyramid pose to warrior one. Now restorative, we're gonna kind of put our hands on the right knee and push down to the left heel. You're gonna stretch your calf, your left calf. You can feel it so much right here. And just kind of sink down a little bit, but keep your body kind of vertical. So that you can feel more your hip flexor on the left side as well as your calf. Hold on to it. Kind of zone it out for 5 breaths. So pay attention to your breath. So let's do 5 of them. Inhale in. And either you can exhale out through the mouth or through the nostril. And then from here, we're gonna go down. So get your hands to one side. We're gonna stretch our left side a little bit more, a little bit deeper. So walk your hand a little bit further to the right side and hold on to whatever you can. Your chest kind of like on the thighs. And stretch right here. Whew. Walk back, hands down to the mat. Gonna step back to downward facing. That's one side. Good thing we have the other side. And then that's it, right? So left foot touch the wall. Shift back out between the hands this time. And do the train track. So make sure to flush your right heel to the wall. And then we're gonna go up to do the pyramid pose. You can shorten your stand a little bit. From here, make sure to engage your core a little bit to hold yourself up. And then from here, push your hips back and slowly get yourself down to the mat. Again, it's restorative. You can just use your hands. The idea here is like your hips push back. The heels reminding you you have to push your heels back. And then just go down from here and sink it down. Or if you want a little bit more core, and do like a reverse prayer. Look down. A little bit more balance here, so you have to use the core more. I'm a little bit tired after my workout, so I'm gonna do a little bit more supportive. Sing it down here, 5 breaths from here. Make sure to push your heels back to the wall. Train track, you can feel this line, heels to heel. Slowly, we're gonna go to warrior 1. Bend your left knee, push back, but don't collapse your upper body. So straight up, hold on to your knee. I'm gonna stretch right here. You can feel your glute medius is actually really stretched out. You activate that, you release the tension from your workout. At the same time, your calves, you feel like your calves really stretch as well. It's really good stretch, this position. If you feel want to be more supportive, you can have like a chair in front of you. If it's this high, you can put your hands on it, and then you can actually go down this way, and that is even more restorative. Just right here. Straight it out. And then from here, hands down to the mat. And then step back to the downward facing dog. We do one more. So touch, step between, shift forward. This time you can go to your heel, to your toes. So heels up right here. Now you have a chair. I have a bench right here. I want a little bit more restorative, so I could just hang out right here. Scoot my heels back to the wall. So this time I'm going to push my body a little bit back to the wall. And then since I have my chair, or if not, you can just hold on to it. But I have my chair, lean over on my bench and just stretch this way. This is high lunge in restorative way. And then from here, gonna start to kick up, back to that facing. The other side, so step, touch, scoot up between the hands, get your heels flush to the wall, pull your chair back. Make sure your knee always align with your ankle, don't go over. And then get your body down, push back. You can hang here for 5 breaths or so. Then push down, push out of your chair. Back to downward facing dog. Okay. Now get back. Again, we're gonna go to our 90 degrees and hold on to here. Step a little bit wider and then go as wide as you want. Keep going. It's gonna stretch your hips a little bit more. Sink it down a little bit more. If you don't have a chair, you can go down to the mat and sink down to the forearm. Make sure to push your hips to the wall. You can walk a little bit more. Now what we're gonna do is shift the body out a little bit and back. Ooh, don't flop the butt to the wall too much. So shift it out slowly and then go back. So shift down meaning you're gonna lift your heels up and then go down, back down, heels down, butt to the wall. Out, release. If you can feel your joint cracking, which is good. I feel my ankle cracking, which is good because it's release some air from your joints, from all the workout that you did. Back down right here. Now, butt still the wall. I'm gonna twist a little bit. Ooh. If you have a chair, twist. Okay. To the other side. Back from the chair. Get the heels back to the 90 or 45 degrees. And then slowly get yourself up to the wall. We're going to do the next one. If you notice the figure 4. Now, first of all, we're going to sit by the wall. So make sure it's kind of like a 90-90. Now, if you like a real workout session, you're gonna do like lift up the heels, go down, have a weight set, whatever, and do all the upper body. But since it's restorative, I'm gonna sit right here. And then what I'm gonna do is figure 4 cross. So use your right hand, push down to your right knee, stretch your hips right here and also some of your knee. And if you have a chair, forget about the wall. Just sit on it, figure 4, but make sure don't collapse your spine. So sit tall, figure 4 right here, and then push it down, sit straight up. That would help release a lot of tension. But if you don't have a chair, make sure your back flushing to the wall. That would help your spine. So you're gonna release some of the tension in the spine. You don't rely on your spine so much in this figure. And then from here, you wanna switch. So make sure to keep your chin up, your chest up, okay guys? Don't collapse. Otherwise, you're not gonna achieve the maximum stretch. And then release it out. Push yourself up. And then from here, I'm gonna show you either with the chair or with the wall. So we're gonna go down using either the wall or the chair. So first, we're gonna use the chair, put your foot right on the chair, on the bench I have right here. Go down. And then you can do is you're gonna cross, again, figure four right here. Use the left hand, push down, push away, actually push away from your body, your feet flex, okay guys? Now we're gonna switch. And then from here, we'll do a little bit of bridge right here, but supportive. So I'm gonna get your body up right here. You can put the whole feet on the chair and lift up. You can use your hands, push up your hips. Your chin is tucked to protect your neck. Just stretch it all out right here. Just slowly get yourself down to the mat. Now I'm going to show you with the wall. Get this one out. Scoot your body to the point that it's 90-90 on the wall. And then from here, figure four first. Push your knees away from you. Flex the toes. And then the other side, push, flex. And then from here, what do is lift up. Because this one a little bit lower than your chair, so make sure to wiggle your shoulders back a little bit. Use your hand, push up. Now if you, this one can be the exercise too. You want more stretch. Just go to your heels. We stretch your calves. Normally for this position, I would do, I lift one leg and I go up and down until my muscle really fatigue. But this time we want restorative. So we're just gonna support our back, chin tuck, push to the wall, slowly get yourself down to the mat right here. But I think it's raining. Oh, guys, wait here. I have my cat outside. That's his fault. I have to let him in. Okay, guys. Let him in. Last pose I want to show you with the chair. Go up. Gonna do, get your knees down. And then gonna sink down to the forearm, but push back to your butt. It's gonna stretch your lower back right here. If you don't have it, again, do like the earlier that I showed you, but make sure to lift up your butt and then stretch your lower back. So that's it, guys. Just a short video about stretching for post-workout. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.